Okay, so for the following circuit, uh, we have so we're told that the switch it's been closed for a very long time, and at t when t is 0, the switch has finally been opened. So we have to calculate the formula for I of t when t is greater than 0. So right now, let's see what the circuit looked like when t was less than 0. We're told it was fully closed. So the circuit looks something like this. Okay. Now, so we're going to make the assumption that it was closed for a long time, and it was stated in the question that it was closed for a long time. So the voltage across this inductor is equal to the inductance value times the change in current over the change in time. Since time was a very long time, we're going to take it to be infinite. That means the voltage here is 0, and that means we can replace this with a short circuit instead. Now that means all the current will go in this direction and never go through this resistor, because there's no resistors in this wire, so they're all going to skip this wire, so we can ignore it. Now we have 2 ohms here, 12 ohms here, 4 ohms here, and then 40 volts here. So let's try and solve for the current passing here. Okay, so let's do node analysis. Let's call this VA. So node VA. So it'll be there's the current passing through here. It'll be I um at t less than 0. Okay, there's a current passing through here and a current passing through here. Okay, so let's call this I1 and let's call this I2. So it'll be I1 plus I2 plus I. Okay. Actually, instead of saying that, let's call this T0. I think that would be much more better. Okay, let's call it that. So I1 will be VA minus 40 all over 2 plus I2, which will be VA over 12 plus IO, which will be VA over 4 equals 0. So let's add up all our VAs. So it'll be 0.8333 VA, and this will be equal to 40 over 2, which is 20. So 20 divided by 0.8333, that's VA will be equal to 24. So IO will be 24 over 4, and that's just 6. Okay, and so when for I, when t is less than 0, it's going to be 6 amps. Now when t is equal to 0, we pretty much switch flip the switch, but the voltage, the current passing through this inductor can't just change instantaneously. So that means at t equals 0, the current passing through this inductor is still 6 amps. So that means at 0, it's still 6 amps. Okay. Now we can start by writing our equation down to solve for IT. The IT will be I at 0 times e to the power of t over the time constant. So we already know what I0 is. It's 6. Now we have to find the time constant. So let me just erase all of this. Okay, so to find the time constant, it will be equal to the resistance equivalent between the inductance. Sorry, my bad. It's going to be equal to the inductance all over the resistance equivalent. Okay, so the inductance value it's 2 Henry, and the resistance equivalent we have to solve between these two terminals. Now since at t equals 0, we flip this switch, we can ignore this this part of the circuit. So it'll just be looking like this. Now we have to find the resistance equivalent. So it'll be 12, 4, 6. So 12 plus 4, that's 16. 1 over 16 plus 1 over 6 to the power of minus 1. So resistance equivalent. Hold on, let me. Oh, wait, sorry. This is 16, not 6. My bad. So 12 plus 4, that's 16. 1 over 16 plus 1 over 16 to the power of minus 1, that's 8. Sorry. Okay. Now the time constant will be 2 over 8, which is 0.25. So IT will be 6 e to the power of t over 0.25, and that's just 6 e to the power of 4t amps. Okay, and that's your final answer.